My Shayla. My Shayla.
Hey, I got 4 Block Lil Mari. Appreciate you, bro, for tapping in with the brand.
You know that, man. Tap in with Rack, baby. Call the brand. That shit real hot.
Yo, you can't breathe now? You can't breathe now?
No, I got 1 kidney.
You can't breathe now? Huh?
1 kidney, you goofy fuck.
You like to steal cars? You like to steal a car? Yeah? Yeah, bitch, huh? Oh, shut your bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I am finna do the loud that way.
Alright, man.
Ain't even gonna say you up, fuck.
Yeah.
What about you?
They know the males who tried to take their vehicle. They're either on Merrill or Chappelle. That's what they say, the shooter. All right, his girlfriend, 34-year-old, was shot in the leg 1 time in a green Dodge Challenger. Male black, gray jacket, gray pants. He was with 3 males. The victim has a weapon. She got into a shootout with the male. Happened at 6700 Quad.
A 34-year-old woman fought for her life in a parking lot at 6700 Quad, firing back at armed men who came to take her vehicle. When the smoke cleared, she had been shot in the leg, but one of her attackers lay dead or dying. When police asked for the identity of the offenders, the dispatcher confirmed the identity of the most unexpected person. This is the tragic story of rapper 4 Block Lil Mari.
I'm different, she feeling the kid. Wanna gamble, then make you a bid. Like a center bay, I'm getting big. If I see him in public, I'm tapping his wig. Tryna bless him, the devil is sin. Tryna stop me, but I'm finna win. Hold on tight, baby, I'm going in. After 35 days, when we fucking again. I'm riding in fast cars. On the right, it's a big.
How did such a promising young artist with over 1 million views on his music end up dying in a botched robbery? What drove him to target this woman? We are about to find out.
Get all these shit in the street for a G, I hit air block. A tied rider with chop, I think I'm finna stop, so I'm grabbing the glitch, man. Lil Dre like skin ass a bitch. When the fuck was he out here setting the bliss?
The 911 call was very chaotic. Multiple males attempted to take the woman's vehicle, and the situation escalated into a full shootout. This woman was armed and prepared. When the men came for her, she fought back with deadly force.
A shootout with the male. Happened at 6700 Quad. The victim is armed. She knows the shooter. Not sure if the male was shot. And she's supposed to be at La Rabida in the parking lot.
312 info.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to get a real name, but right now one of the offenders is gonna be the rapper Lil Mari. I don't know if we got 300 David on the air or anything. I'll try to get a name and date of birth.
One of the offenders was the rapper Lil Mari. 4 Block Lil Mari, a young artist building a name in Chicago's competitive drill rap scene, was now lying in a parking lot, the victim of a robbery gone catastrophically wrong. 4 Block Lil Mari had been on an upward trajectory in his musical career. Just 2 months before this fatal shooting, he dropped a track that shot past 1 million views.
No, you can't run for me. Bad bitch, she had fun with me. Up in traffic, just kept Monty truck. I got my gun with me.
An impressive milestone for an artist who had not yet broken into mainstream recognition. He was working with Lou Visual, believed to be his manager, and collaborating with Fully Chopped, suggesting he was surrounded by a team that could take him to the next level. The numbers were there, the talent was evident, his social media following was growing. Everything pointed toward a promising future in music. But beneath the surface of his musical success, Mary was living a double life that would prove fatal. He was not just a rapper trying to make it in the music industry. He was allegedly involved in the street life that dominates Chicago's drill rap scene, engaging in activities that put him on a collision course with violence. The woman who shot him in that parking lot was not a random victim. According to the timeline of events and connections that emerged, she had a personal reason to be prepared for his arrival. To understand how we arrived at this deadly confrontation, we need to rewind and examine the events that led Mary down this fatal path. The shooting in that parking lot was not the beginning of this story. It was the end. The beginning was far more disturbing, far more humiliating, and far more revelatory of the toxic cycle of violence that permeates Chicago's street culture.
Boy, Murray done pumped up on me. Yo, you got emotion like this, nigga? Shopping today. What you copping today, man?
I need some Balenciagas.
I was supposed to go to the bank and pull out like 50 bands and shit, bro, but like the way my credit card working right now, the way my debit card working right now, like it take 5 to 6 business weeks before I can pull that much out.
He just showed me your Instagram for you look good. I was just trying to see what would tell you he. What's the name? He gave me your number. What's the name?
I need like one unreleased, like one
I got you for sure.
Mary had been a victim before he became a perpetrator in his final moments. He experienced a trauma so profound, a humiliation so public, that it altered the trajectory of his life and set him on the path toward his own death. That humiliation was captured on camera, broadcast to the world, viewed by millions and dissected by commentators across social media platforms. It was a robbery that shocked even hardened observers of Chicago's violence, not because of its brutality alone, but because of the psychological warfare and public degradation that accompanied it. In this video, Mary was the victim, crying out, begging as multiple armed individuals surrounded him and subjected him to treatment that crossed every conceivable line. They stripped him naked, filmed his humiliation, forced him to denounce his own affiliations, and sent him running through the streets while cameras captured every moment of his degradation.
Wait, run this shit. Where your phone at? Say what I want. Yeah, you leaking, little boy. You leaking? Come on, D, homie, get your. Say. Get your phone. Bitch ass little boy. You racks. Where's the key? What blood key at? Hey, take that same vanity off. Take that. Hey, Nudie. Stop stopping them, gang. Hey, where that same vanity at? Take that same vanity off. Take that same vanity off for your ass back.
Mary was being slapped around with firearms, nearly split to the white meat by the violence inflicted upon him. Commentary on the footage noted that they slapped this man with 10 different poles, tried to turn him into a pole dancer, and forced him to strip.
Don't run, strip. Strip right now. On my dead homie. Say fuck rack. Say fuck rack. Say fuck 94th. Say fuck 94th, little boy. On my dead homie. On my dead cousin. Take them pants off on my dead homie before I smack your bitch ass.
The psychological warfare was as devastating as the physical assault. In the drill rap world, where image and reputation are currency more valuable than actual money, this kind of public humiliation is devastating to one's credibility and standing. But Mary would discover that damage to his reputation would be the least of his concerns. This video, this moment of profound humiliation, set in motion a chain of events that would cost him his life.
Since Glock tapping his back, now y'all up on the ground here breathing and shit. Having an asthma attack right after I'm baking the best. No, the big got the leaks. I really just wanted the fact. We got some shit in the back of the track that'll make it just shitty. So relax, that dyke ain't.
Mary escaped that horrific robbery with his life intact, which was noted as a significant victory considering how easily the situation could have turned fatal. 4-block Mary got to live to see another day, which in Chicago's violent streets is sometimes the biggest win one can hope for. But the fact that he survived that encounter proved to be both a blessing and a curse. It gave him another chance at life, but it also gave him the opportunity to seek revenge, an opportunity that he would pursue to his own destruction. After experiencing such profound humiliation, Mary faced a choice that would determine whether he lived or died. He could gracefully bow out, fade from the scene, accept his loss and try to rebuild his life away from the violence.
He could focus on his music, on the million-plus views he was getting, on building a legitimate career that might allow him to escape the streets entirely. Or he could get his revenge, retaliate, and continue the cycle of violence that has claimed so many young lives in Chicago.
Ain't gonna lie, if you want a man, you straight for, but like, ain't gonna lie, if you don't got no business having whatever you got, gang. Right, like you come kick with me for, but like, if I see you don't got no business with that bitch, what the fuck am I doing letting you keep that bitch?
Mari had spoken about backdoor situations before, suggesting he understood the dynamics of betrayal and robbery in Chicago streets. But understanding the game intellectually is different from navigating it successfully when you are the one who has been violated. Mari chose revenge. He let it be known that it was on till he was gone, and that getting back at those who had wronged him had no expiration date. His associates warned that they were about to flood the streets like Hurricane Harvey, suggesting an overwhelming response to the disrespect. This was not going to be a situation where Mari quietly accepted his loss and moved on. This was war. The response from Chicago's street community was swift and divided. Some applauded Mari's decision to seek revenge, viewing it as the only acceptable response to such a profound disrespect. Others warned that his attackers had made a critical mistake by letting him live, and that mistake was about to cost them dearly. One commentator, Gugiki from Fully, offered a perspective on the situation.
Like, hey, I salute the little nigga 4-block Lil Mari, you hear me? I salute that little nigga. He ain't did nothing wrong, he did right. You know, like, if a nigga got you, there ain't shit you could do. You get what I'm saying? Play your card, right? You feel me? Let them do them. You hear me? Even if they would've popped him or whatever the case may be, they made a mistake by leaving with Shorty alive. You feel me? Like, that was their biggest mistake. Y'all never supposed to put out the cameras and y'all was supposed to deal what y'all did. You feel me? But Shorty, I fuck with Shorty for that. You get what I'm saying? Tell him undeactivate his IG. Tell him he ain't gotta feel like that. Like it happened to the best of us. If we caught, we caught. You feel me? It's about that get back. You feel me?
The biggest mistake, according to multiple commentators, was not the robbery itself, but the decision to film it and let Mari live. They should have never put out the cameras, and they should have dealt with their business privately. By filming the humiliation and allowing it to spread across social media, they guaranteed that Mari would have to respond. His reputation demanded it. To understand why Mari was targeted in the first place, we need to examine the complex web of relationships and rivalries that defined his position in Chicago's drill scene. It appeared that Mari was playing both sides, maintaining relationships with individuals and groups that were openly at odds with each other. This is never sustainable in Chicago's drill scene, where loyalty is everything and betrayal is often paid for with blood. The tension was evident in his relationship with Little Noonie, another figure in the scene who was not seeing eye to eye with Fully Chopped. Fans began speculating that this fractured dynamic would set a backdoor situation in motion, and they were tragically correct. The history between Mari and Little Noonie added another layer of tragedy to what would unfold. These were not lifelong enemies or rivals who had grown up on opposite sides of some ancient gang feud. They used to go to school together. They used to cheer each other on with their rap careers, supporting each other's musical ambitions in a scene where genuine friendship is rare and valuable. They had even been said to engage in street activities together, bonded by shared experiences and mutual respect. But somewhere along the line, something changed. The brotherhood fractured. The support turned to suspicion. When the robbery went down, Noonie was allegedly there, though he later claimed he was only present for the beginning and did not want to partake in the extracurricular activities that followed. Even 051 Kiddo, another figure in Chicago's drill scene, weighed in on the situation, expressing a mixture of disgust at the robbery's methods and relief that Mari was still alive.
Name him because I don't want to be part of fucking his career up, but I seen a video of some of the young dudes coming out of Chicago, and one of them backdoored the other one. They pistol whipped him, stripped him naked, made him walk home like that. I had never even heard of the dude before. I go watch videos of him. He got 1 million views on some shit.
Yeah, I seen that. They both.
That was grimy, bro. I'm like, what? That's some real hatred.
He's straight though.
Got. Yeah.
He's still here, gang.
Yeah.
So he's straight, you hear me?
I knew it was bad because when I looked at Chiracology, I'm looking at the Reddit, and I'm seeing the fans almost like more worried about what might happen after that than the actual thing. So I'm taking it that the fans don't think that these artists are fucking around. So
He's straight, man. You know, they bogus, but he's straight though. He still here though. That's all that matter, gang. He can still eat, still fuck when he wanna. You know, still see his family. That ain't shit. You get what I'm saying?
The acknowledgement that Mari was still alive was repeated multiple times by various commentators, always with the same underlying message. He was fortunate to have survived, and what mattered now is what he would do with that second chance. According to street rumors, Mari allegedly pulled up to sell a striker, a firearm, and got the back door slammed in his face during the initial robbery. What made Mari's quest for revenge tragic was that he had been warned. He should have had his antennas up, should have been more careful about who he trusted and where he went. But as one commentator noted, you live and you learn, and sometimes the lessons come too late to save your life. Mari was being given a second chance, an opportunity to learn from his mistakes and make better decisions going forward. But nobody could have predicted exactly how the end would come. Nobody anticipated that when Mari made his move, when he went out seeking revenge and attempting to rob someone to restore his reputation and gather resources for his war, he would encounter someone who was ready for him. When Mari and 3 other males approached that 34-year-old woman attempting to take her vehicle, they were expecting an easy score. They were expecting a victim who would comply out of fear, who would hand over her keys and her possessions without resistance. They were not expecting a woman who had been waiting for this moment, armed to defend herself. The shootout that erupted in that parking lot was brief but deadly. The woman, even as she took a bullet to her leg, managed to return fire with devastating accuracy. Mari, who had survived his initial humiliation and spent the subsequent days or weeks plotting his revenge, found himself on the wrong end of a gun again. The fact that the woman knew Mari, according to the 911 dispatcher, added the final tragic piece to this puzzle. This was not random. Based on the timeline and circumstances, many in Chicago's street community began to speculate that this woman might have been connected to the original robbery that had humiliated Mari. If that speculation is accurate, then Mari's injuries take on an even more devastating dimension. He went looking for revenge, looking to rob and intimidate the people who had wronged him, looking to restore his reputation through violence. But instead of finding an easy victim, he found someone ready for him, someone who was armed and willing to defend herself, someone who remembered what had happened before and was absolutely not going to let it happen again. Mari survived his first brush with death during the humiliation robbery. He survived his second brush with death in this shootout. The question now is whether he will recognize these as warnings, as opportunities to change his trajectory, or whether he will continue down the same path that has destroyed so many before him. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.